Hi there, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm the GCSE science teacher, and in today's video, we're going to focus our attention on current and charge for GCSE physics. If you do find the video helpful, join us here on YouTube by subscribing. You can also find more support on Instagram and TikTok at the GCSE science teacher as well, where I post regularly chemistry, biology, and physics revision for GCSE. So, yeah, be part of our community, and thank you so much if you already have. So, what is current? Well, it's the flow of electrical charge. And what is charge? Well, this is quite a complicated question. But at GCSE, we're talking about the negative charge associated with electrons, which are delocalized, and they delocalize because they are within a metal wire. Now, if you want to learn more about delocalized electrons and just electrical charges in general, I have quite a few videos about metallic bonding and ions, and I'll link those in the cards for you and at the end of the video, so it kind of fits into this storyline, if you will. Delocalized, essentially, by the way, just means that those electrons are free to move, and that's really important because it's the flow of the charge, which is what current exactly is. So, like I said in previous videos, we can always measure current in a circuit. We use an ammeter to do this. And remember, you must apply or attach the ammeter in series to the components within the circuit. We have a series circuit here. We've got a cell, we've got a light bulb, and we've got a switch in the form of a paper clip. And essentially, you can see that using the ammeter, there is 5 amps of current flowing around the circuit at any one time. And that means that current essentially is going to be the same value at any point within a series circuit, which I've got as an example. And I've also drawn the circuit symbol diagram for you as well. Remember those circuit symbols we discussed in a previous video? That will be helpful if you ever do get asked to draw out the circuit diagram for a real life picture. Now, in the exam, you will need to recall and use an equation that links current and charge together. And the equation is charge flow or charge is equal to current times time. And remember that charge flow, if you're going to use a symbol for it, it's Q and it's measured in coulombs. Charge is measured in coulombs, that's the unit. And current is the symbol I, and the unit is amps or amperes or A. And time is the symbol T, and it's measured in seconds. Now, one of the things students get confused about is the units and the symbols. Symbols are just used to show essentially a symbol form of what is being asked, but the unit is what is measured in. So just so you're aware of what those letters and everything mean, because there's quite a lot going on there, I appreciate. One thing you could get asked to do is rearrange this equation and answer a question about it. Something also you could get asked is to use this equation in conjunction with others. I will do some videos on maths for science throughout my YouTube channel, so I will link those when they are prepared. Just be aware, especially if you're doing like higher combined or triple science, you may get asked to utilize more than one equation. But I'm going to show you how we can actually use this equation now. So, my biggest tip for you whenever you're using maths and science, you want to write out the equation you need and you want to highlight, circle, underline any of the data in the question. So, it's really focusing on what you need to do. You then also want to ensure that anything you write in your calculator, you are writing down on paper as well. And you add your units in. So important at the end to write your units in and check whether they're asking for 3 significant figures, if it's in standard form, because those are often worth marks. Even giving units is often worth marks in like foundation papers and things like that. So just be very careful what they are asking. So the question is, a charge of 12 coulombs passes through the filament of a car headlamp bulb in 4 seconds. What is the current? So like I say, you want to circle the bits of data. You then want to write out your equation. So I've written it in symbol form and then I've written it in word form, whichever works best for you, however you like to remember it. I've rearranged this equation to get current on its own. And I've done that using the triangle. You want to cover up using the triangle the bit that you're interested in. So I covered up I and I could see that Q is divided by T. One thing I will say, try not to rely too heavily on triangles when rearranging, because especially more complicated equations will require more steps to process the information into a different version of the equation. So it works for very simplified and basic equations like this, but just be careful if you have to do things like square roots and other functions that require a bit more thought and challenge, I suppose. So in this case, we've got 12 coulombs of charge and it's divided by 4 seconds and you get an answer of 3 amps. And like I say, make sure your units are at the end. So here is a question for yourself. Answer what you think it is below. The question is: a current of zero point 0.5 amps flows for 20 seconds through a small electric motor. How much charge has passed? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to show your units and working out. I'd be really intrigued to see what you get. And that's it from me today. Thank you so much for your time. I've been the GCSE science teacher and you have been curious. If you want to check out more physics related videos, I'll link those for you on the end page of this video. And like I say, join our community. It's always great to have lots of excited scientists around the globe joining our community here on YouTube and also my Instagram and TikTok. I'm so pleased to see so many students working hard to get the best grade they can. It's an absolute pleasure and privilege to support you. So let me know if you have any extra, topics you want me to cover. More than happy to do that. Physics, biology, and chemistry, any of those. If you have any questions, just write down below in the comments section and I'll get back to you. Take care, have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.